Good morning, students. Welcome back to History Lecture. Today we are going to continue with the chapter number 5, Mass Media and History. We have already started this lesson and we have covered 3 points, that is, introduction to the mass media, history of mass media, why do we need a mass media. In first, we have seen introduction of mass media. That mass media contains two words, that is, mass means the aggregation of people or the group of people, and media means various modes of communication. Then we saw the history of mass media. The first printing technology and the newspaper were introduced by the British in India. So there were many newspapers like Bengal Gazette, Prabhakar, Dhyandev, then Kesari and Maratha. So all those newspapers, they were providing information to the people and creating awareness among them. Also they were educating the people. Then we saw magazines and journals. So magazines and journals were published weekly, bi-weekly. Bi-weekly means after 15 days. Monthly, bi-monthly after 2 months. Quarterly means after 3 months, 6 months, and after 1 year. So there was a no fixed time to publish the magazines or the journals. Then we also studied about electronic or digital journalism, means e-newspaper, which we recently use when the lockdown has done. So that time there was no publication of newspaper. So we were reading the newspaper with the help of the internet. We were going to the websites of that particular newspaper, for example Times of India, Hindustan Times, or the Maharashtra Times, Lok Satta, etc. Then we also study about radio. First, it was named as Indian Broadcasting Company (IBC), and later the British captured that company and they renamed as Indian State Broadcasting Services, that is ISBS. And later it was renamed as All India Radio, and today also we know it as a All India Radio. So All India Radio is very important part of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So initially it broadcasted government programs. Mostly the governmental programs of the scheme, they broadcast through the All India Radio. And it was named as Akashvani. Okay, and who gave that name Akashvani, or who suggests that name Akashvani? Pandit Narendra Sharma. He was a famous poet. Okay, so there are many other channels are also there on radio. For example, Radio Mirchi, FM 94. So those programs are also there. They are also doing the work of entertaining and providing news to the people. But this Akashvani is a government channel. They are providing news and the programs related to the government scheme. Even they are providing the news. On Akashvani, the Vivid Bharati programs are broadcasted in 24 regional languages and 146 dialects of Indian language. Then we also study about television. Television, the main center of Doordarshan was in Delhi. But in Mumbai also we have a center, and where it is situated in Worli. And who inaugurated or who done the opening of this center of Delhi, Doordarshan? Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first Indian president. So on television also there was only one or two channels, that is Doordarshan and DD. But after the 1991, the Indian government granted permission for the other private national and international channels to telecast in India. And that is why we can see the different channels on the television like Star Plus, Sony, ZTV, etc. Then we also studied that why we need mass media. We need mass media to facilitate the free flow of information to all strata or the level of the society, to ensure a platform to voice opinion, to make democracy stronger. So it will reach to the every level of society, and the reader or the one who is going to see that, they will raise the voice and they will give their own opinion regarding that and because of that it will make a democracy stronger. To show actual visuals of an event to people, to watch an event as it is actually happens, and because of this mass media people can actually visualize the event, or they can watch that event as it actually happening. Now we are going to move to the next, that is critical understanding of the information received through mass media. So whatever information we are going to receive through mass media, on that we are going to understand that information critically. Any information received through mass media needs to be reviewed critically. Now what is review? Review means we have to view that news, whatever we have received the information or the news, or we have to inspect that news or the information again critically, because any information which we receive through mass media, we cannot say it is 100% true. For example, many times we receive many messages on WhatsApp, but sometimes we receive the fake messages on WhatsApp also. So we have to inspect those messages or information critically. The news or information in media may not always represent exact truth. So whatever the news or information in the media which they provide us, it may not be always true. Sometimes they spread the fake news also, or the fake information also. We need to scan it very carefully. So whatever messages or the information which we are going to receive through mass media, we have to scan those information or news very carefully, because whenever they are giving the news, that time they are not checking the fact whether it is true or false. So that time we have to check whether that particular news or the information is true, because many times if any person, if they want to take a revenge on someone, then they start spreading the bad news about that particular person. So for example, when demonetization happened, during that time when news was spread and that news was fake, it was said that in note of 2000 rupees there is one chip inside that note, and they can detect the news, or they also from that 2000 rupees note we can hear the PM's speech. So that news was fake news, but then also many news channels, they publish this news on television or in their news programs. So they did not check the fact, and anyhow they publish the news. So we have to scan it very carefully. So we should not accept any news blindly. We have to critically examine those news. So they have given us another example of Germany. There is a very famous event of unauthentic. Unauthentic means not real. Unauthentic information appearing in print in Germany. Stern, a German weekly magazine, had purchased a number of so-called handwritten diaries of Adolf Hitler. So, through that magazine, Stern, they started publishing the handwritten diaries of Adolf Hitler. But after examining that, it come to know that Hitler has not written anything like that. So whatever they have published, whatever diaries or the magazine they have published, it was fake. So before accepting anything, we have to critically examine, we have to scan it very carefully, and then only we are going to accept the fact. It sold them to various publication companies. The diaries were verified for their authenticity, and subsequently the news appeared in the print. However, later those diaries were proved to be frog. Frog means fake. So after that those diaries was verified, and when the diary was verified, that time they come to know that this is a fake diary. It becomes apparent for this example that we need to be very careful about information published by the media. So from this information we have to be very careful about the information published in media. So whatever the media is going to publish, we have to critically examine the news, then only we have to accept, because whatever the media is telling us, it is not 100% truth. Next we are going to study about mass media and professional opportunities. So if anyone want to do the career in mass media, then what are the professional or the job opportunities do we have, that we are going to see. Newspaper have to fulfill the task of providing fresh news to its readers. Now it is a task for the news companies to provide fresh news to its readers, because readers, even we also want to read something fresh, something new. So it is a task for the newspaper company. It is also necessary to unfold the background of an event in the news. So whatever event they are going to publish, or whatever information they are going to publish, they have to unfold the background. They have to find out what is the background behind that news or behind that event. Okay, and they have to find out the truth, and then only they have to publish that news in the newspaper. At such times, newspaper have to resort to history. So they have to search the, or resort means like go often. So they have to refer the history. While reporting news in detail, reporters try to compare it with parallel events. So when they are going to report any news, that time they have to do the comparison with the parallel. Parallel means the same event which happened in the, whatever event happened in the past, with that event they have to compare. The past event may be printed in a separate frame, and whatever the past event is there, that should be printed in a separate frame. So when they are going to compare, then only we will understand the economic, political and social condition of our present day. So the comparison of past event with the present event is very important. Thus the reader get access to additional information, and he can get better insight about the current news. And because of that, when they resort the history, that time they study everything. They study the event which is parallel, which already happened in the history, okay, which is similar, and on that they write the news. And because of that, the reader get access to the additional information, and because of that, the reader get the additional information about that event, and he can get better insight about the current news. And because of that, it will help him to understand the current news. Now we are going to see what content in history. The first one is articles. Now, for example, in the month of August we celebrated Independence Day, and during that time, in many newspaper, many article had come on Independence Day, or the short information had come on Independence Day. So that is called as a articles. On this day in history means what happened on that day in history, that also comes, and that also gives us information. Then reviews. Many times when the articles or the information comes in newspaper, okay, on that article, on that information, many times the people are giving the reviews. Then the next one is news. So news regarding what is happening in our country and what happened during that time. The next one is columns. So there are various columns which are printed in newspapers which contain the different information. The next one is editorial. And if you are going to see the newspaper, you will find the editorial page, and on that editorial page, many writers, many thinkers, they are writing on various subject. So all these things we find in newspaper. Next, newspaper print columns about historical information appearing under headings such as 50 years ago or 100 years ago, etc. Such columns are based on historical documents or written history. These columns provide historical information about economic, social, political events in the past, and also events of historical significance. Significance means important. So, many newspapers they are printing the columns. For example, if any event they have completed the 50 years or the 100 years, then on the heading of such like 50 years ago or the 100 years ago, they print the columns and they provide the historical information appearing under such heading. And such columns are based on historical documents or written history. So whatever they are writing in that column, it is based on the historical document. So they also provide the information about economic and social and political events in the past and also events of historical importance. Next one is newspaper occasionally publish supplements to the regular edition or special issues. For example, World War First commenced in 1914. Year 2014 marked the 100th year of this event. In order to able to publish a newspaper supplement or a special issue to commemorate the occasion, one needs to review its history. The word commemorate means to celebrate or to remember the occasion. So for example, if you want to write something or if you want to honor, if you want to remember some occasion, then you have to go back to the history, then you have to find out the information, and then only you can write on that particular issue or that particular event. For example, they have given us the example of World War First, which was coming in the year 1914, and in the year 2014 it completed its 100 years. So on that occasion, if I'm going to write something, then I have to find out in the history, I have to find out the various books which are written on First World War. I have to go through with all the books which are written on First World War. I have to find out the documents which are related to those First World War. Then only I can write something on that particular issues. So the newspaper, they are occasionally publishing the supplement to the regular edition or the special issues. Whenever some special issues occurs, like 50 years or the 100 years happen, that time they are providing the supplement to the regular edition. So here in the 2014 they have also provide a supplement to the regular edition, and for that they review the history. In 2017, 75 years were completed after the announcement of Quit India movement. On such occasion, newspaper highlight the event through various articles, editorials, columns like what happened in history on this day, reviews, etc. The knowledge of history is essential for writing of such type. So in 2017, 75 years were completed after the announcement of Quit India movement that we have already studied in standard 8, right? So in 2017 it complete 75 years, and on such occasion newspaper have highlighted this event through various articles, editorials. So many writers, they wrote their own thoughts regarding this event. Even many people, they wrote the review about that particular event. They gave their own opinion, they gave their own review, etc. And they have published this what happened in history on this day. And the knowledge of history is essential for writing such type. And if you want to write on such type or on such event, then we should have the knowledge of history. So students, if you are going to go to the Google, and if you are going to see the Google logo, it's always change, and if you are going to click on that, they will tell you on this day what happened, means they represent, they honor that day in such a way, so that younger generation will also come to know what happened on that particular day, and it helps us to be connected with the past. So if I want to write any information on any article on that particular event which already happened in the past, then I should have a knowledge of history. If I am not having a knowledge of history, then I will not able to write what exactly happened in the past. So I have to refer all the books which are written on that particular event, then only I will able to write the history on that particular event. History is also essential in planning radio programs. For example, Akashvani has preserved recordings of all the speeches delivered each year by Prime Minister of India on 15th August. So history is also important in planning the radio programs. For example, if you are working in radio station, then if you want to plan any program, then you can use the different speeches which are recorded by Akashvani, which are delivered by each year by the Prime Minister of India on 15th August. So on 15th August, the Prime Minister of India, they used to give the or they used to deliver the speech to the people, and that speech are recorded by Akashvani, which will definitely help you for planning the radio programs. Akashvani invites historians as experts for discussion on various occasions such as anniversaries of birth or death of national leaders, anniversaries of historical events, etc. Lectures on the contribution on various national leaders need to be supported by historical information. Programs like On This Day in History are also an integral part of the daily programs of Akashvani. If you are going to listen the Akashvani, then you will find that they are always inviting the historians as expert, and they discuss on various occasions such as if any anniversary is there of or the birth or the death anniversary is there of a famous or the national leader, and the anniversaries of historical event. If any event have, like as I told you, in 2017 we have completed 75 years for the Quit India movement. Okay, so in on such anniversaries they used to call the historians or the experts which give or deliver speech on that special event, so the people will also come to know contribution of various national leaders and important of that event. So that is why the Akashvani, they always inviting the historians to give the or deliver the speech. So even there is one program On This Day in History are also an important part in daily program of Akashvani. Next, television channels also telecast program based on history. Doordarshan and other television channels help in creating interest in history among people through their historical shows and serials. So on television we have seen that they are telecasting programs which are based on the history. Okay, so they have passed all the limitation that newspapers and radio face. So it's making the people aware about historical events that had taken place in past. Even you all are aware that Doordarshan and other television channels help in creating interest in history among people through their historical shows and serials. Even there are different historical serials are there, and through that they try to create the historical interest among the people. The mythological and historical serials like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bharat Ek Khoj, and Raja Shiva Chhatrapati attract a very large audience. So, as we all know, these are the mythological and historical serials which are very famous, and they have attracted by very large audience. So, as even we are having a current example, like when the lockdown was started, different television channels, they started showing the Ramayana Mahabharata serials again. So people love to watch that serials again on television as we all were sitting at home. So these are the famous programs or the serials. While producing this type of programs, maintaining accuracy with regard to the presentation of environment, outfits, weaponry, lifestyle, lingual expression, etc. is essential. So when they are producing such type of programs, so that time they have to pay attention to their outfits, environment, about their weapons, about their lifestyles, and lingual expressions, etc. It's very important. One needs to have a deep understanding of history of the concerned period. So, the one who is going to produce that program, that person should have knowledge about the history of that particular program. For example, if someone is going to produce program on Ramayana, then he should know everything about Ramayana. He should read that book, he should understand the mythological stories, then only he can produce it properly. For example, Raja Shiva Chhatrapati is there. So that person should know each and every detail about Raja Shiva Chhatrapati. Okay, about his administration, about the way he used to behave. So then only he can produce it properly. So the one who is producing that person should know the history of that concerned period. Currently, channels like Discovery, National Geography, History, etc. have opened a rich treasure of global history for the audience. I hope you all of you have seen these channels like Discovery, National Geography, and History. So, they are doing the work of imparting knowledge along with the entertainment. It has enabled people to view the historical and geographical wonders at home, and because of those channels, it is possible for us to view the historical and the geographical wonders at home. They are showing the different geographical wonders, then the forts, then the monuments. So, by sitting at home, we can see those monuments and forts, and we will get the information of those particular historical monument or the forts. To make such programs more entertaining, some parts of the serials are actually enacted by actors such as the characters of heroic men and women. So sometimes what they are doing to make that serial or that program more interesting, sometimes they act as a heroic men and women, sportsmen, army chiefs, etc. Beside these serials about ancient monuments, fort, histories of empires, and also the history of culinary arts are watched by a large number of people with great interest. Culinary arts means it's about cooking. People with deep knowledge of history in the respective field are sought out in all fields mentioned above. So the one who is having the deep knowledge of history, so they can get the job opportunity in the following fields. Now there is a box which is given on page number 37. You will find it interesting. I want you all to read it by yourself. It talks about how a particular serial, Bharat Ek Khoj, talks about Indian history and throwing light on social, cultural, and political aspects of history of that respective period. So, with that class, we come to end with this lesson. I hope you all enjoy and understood how mass media and history are connected to each other. Now, students, you are going to do the exercise which is given on page number 37. Question number 1A and B, then question number 2 and question number 3, which you are going to write in your notebook itself. Even you are going to write the question number 4 also, and question number 5 and question number 6 in your notebook. So that will be your homework. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day.